Hello, everybody out there. It is your host, Nini81, coming with you to the final episode of On the Block, as today is the finale of Super Big Brother 13. Kenny will be on his way, so don't worry about that. But joining with us is one of the cast members of many that will be popping in this episode, Emma. Say hello, Emma.
Hi. Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
Hey, don't be. I mean, I didn't even get a really good interview with you, so we will this episode we will be focusing on the final seven and forward, but why not get a little quick interview with Emma? Are you down for that?
I can try.
Okay. Can you try the best to explain your game? Do take it for the viewers that English is not Emma's first language, so you just try to explain your game in the best you can. Can you hear me? Hold on for everyone. Okay. Well, while we wait for Emma to explain her side of her sad loss of ZB brother, let's move forward into what we did leave off, the final seven. At the final seven, two people were nominated, Carter and J. Baudry, in which one of them were going to be going home. In that event, Josh, if I recall, Josh was the one who went home. And oh, this is so hard doing this without Kenny being here. You know, for right now, I'm just gonna just add everyone and that's it because I can't do it just for myself. So hang in there, viewers. We will be joining everyone from this season. Whoever can join, will be joining in shortly. Emma, are you still there? All right, coming in. You can turn off your camera, Amy. Coming in
Sorry.
now is third place of ZBB. Sorry, gosh, Amy.
Who's all here?
Can think finally.
Everyone shouldn't be here if because no, I'm not on my laptop and I had to download Hangouts and all that stuff. But who's all here?
I just added. I sent the link to everybody because
They all can't join me.
Emma, are you able to speak? All right, Emma, I will add you back in there. All right, so let's let's have where I was trying to go with. Let's have Amy, but Amy here instead. Oh,
Who's here?
final seven.
Amy's here. Okay.
Seven, like nominations of being Carter and Jay Baudry. Amy, you were still in the game at the time, obviously. Bring that round for us, please.
Do what?
7 round.
Oh, okay. That one was. It was a little crazy for that one because I forget why Josh went up. I know he had the most nominations along with whoever. Was it?
I think two people have. I think someone had forgot and he ended up going up in a tie because people forgot, and I think he ended up going up because of it.
Nobody forgot.
Oh no, but
Carter
oh,
was
so
not.
I don't.
Oh, it
Carter
was
was
Carter. Okay.
nominated for 4 points. Green Bay had 4 as well, but he was evicted, and Jay Baudry had 2.
Oh yeah, people didn't sit in alternates. That's what it was, I think.
I think it was Tavian that was the only one who didn't send an alternate in. I'm not sure. Uh, that one, let's see. I honestly wasn't wanting Josh to go up because at this point, me and him were talking a lot in the game, and I was like, there goes one of my allies. So Carter, I didn't really care if the bitch went up. Okay, that one I was completely fine with because we didn't talk that much, and he just liked to really have some drama in the house. I mean, I can't say anything because I did start a lot of drama, but it was just like that's petty drama, irrelevant stuff.
You didn't want
Do I?
you didn't want Josh to go.
I really didn't. Like,
That effect.
it was a benefit if he stayed because, like, just like me, people thought that we were sheeping. So I was like, well, I have a better chance against him than someone who was slow. Because I noticed Carter was slowly getting support and everything, and I was like, well, if he gains enough, then he's basically gonna make finals, and he almost made it. So I was half right. So
Moving forward.
No, we didn't even talk about your opinions, Kenny, on Josh going home.
do what?
Well, I think we all know I was pretty excited. I was actually a bit surprised as well. I thought Carter would get evicted on that round, but I was happy to see Josh go. But I mean, it may come off as like rude or whatever, but I was rooting for Carter since day one. So it really hadn't. It wasn't about Josh. I was just rooting for Carter, and I was glad that he stayed. That's pretty much all I have to say about that.
On somebody from the cast who didn't want to join has a message for you.
I think it's Miles, but we'll go with it anyways.
If it's Miles and it's rude, you don't need to say it because Miles is getting annoying with how he's upset with the people that beat him for whatever reason.
Honestly, I think it's just bitterness on Miles' part because it's like he honestly just sits there and criticizes my gameplay, but bitch, I'm a final 3 compared to your 13th ass place. Okay, don't come for me if you ain't gonna be having it because obviously I must have done something right in the game for me to get finals. Let's say anyways.
All right. Before I do read it, though, I'm just gonna introduce Wolfwood. I was about to send you the link anyway, Wolfwood. Thank you for joining me.
Hello.
Yeah, thank you for joining. But Miles, his word for you, Amy, is that you are a floater who only played with your emotions and didn't want to go against Nipple near the end and pretended that you had a game, but you didn't make the finals blog because you had no football game winning.
Okay, don't read anything else that Miles says. He's not even gonna come on because he's
Well,
getting annoying with the way he's acting.
I think it's I think it's hilarious that he wants to say that I didn't have a game and that I sheeped people and everything. I did actually was making a finals blog, but then I was like with everything that was going on and everything, I was like, I don't have the time for people to be hating on me. So I'm like, I'm not gonna that's honestly why I'm not being on Swooper for now. I will go on eventually, but for now it's just better if I stay off. Like, do I need
We have. Okay, sorry.
Sorry.
Now that we do have one of my favorite players of the season, Wolfwood, on. Wolfwood, do you think Amy was playing the game?
Oh yeah, well certainly. I thought he played an outstanding game. It was kind of low key. A lot of people didn't understand it, but when I talked to Amy personally, he was definitely playing the game. He knew a lot more than a lot of people understood, and he had a strong awareness of the game. Um, he knew some alliances that were formed and that others didn't know about. And yeah, he was playing very low key at first, but he came along strong there right before I got evicted, and I knew he was going to do well after I was gone.
Amy voted, and when we get there, we will speak more about it. But had Amy voted at the final four, would he have had a chance to win?
I believe so, personally.
Not to be mean, but I don't think he would have. Like I was rooting for Amy, but I don't think he would have had a chance, no
I
matter what happened.
I actually agree with Kenny
Oh,
on this one. I agree with Kenny.
didn't think it. You possibly could have got second. It's not bad to get second.
Eh, I mean, I'm actually really glad that I got finals. So, I mean, I shouldn't let what people say get to me as much as I do, but sometimes it just does. So I really got to learn how to control that because it showed in the house a lot too. And Wolf could agree with this. My emotions came out in that house, but my nominations were purely strategic, and I even have screenshots. Thank you to everyone.
Well, let's move forward to the final six, which that set, I didn't like that set at all because it's two good players in my opinion. Now I'm saying good players, even though I wasn't really rooting for Nipple at first. Nipple with DeBerry was nominated with 5 points, and Emma was nominated with 4. Amy at final six.
At final six, I nominated Nippleberry, and I didn't nominate Emma. I know I didn't nominate her. I think it was, I don't know, Carter, Jeremy, whoever. I know it wasn't Emma though. So
Having our journey.
do what?
Tavian or Journey?
I think it was Jeremy because I think at the time it was just I just thought it'd be better.
Nipple was to get her out.
Actually, nominating Nipple was purely strategic yet again because I was wanting Nipple to go up against Jeremy or something like because I knew Emma. She had already been up like 4 times I think before 6, and I was really like pushing hard for her not to go up, and obviously it didn't work because people want to be liars, but not shocked because that's the game of ZBB.
Kenny, how did you feel about Emma versus Nibbleberry set?
This is probably the main set that I didn't like because I was rooting for both of the players and I would have liked to see both of them in finals. But yeah, I expect because Nipple by that point Nipple had gained a lot more support, and Emma lost a lot with how much she was going up early on.
I know, Wolfwood, you commented that you were evicting Emma. Why was this so?
2 reasons. One, because out of the 2, I felt that Nipple had played the better game overall. And Emma in the beginning really didn't do a whole lot. She tried. Not to say she didn't try, but she didn't do a whole lot. And Nipple had. The other reason was just because Nipple's my boy. Simple as that.
All right. Surprisingly, I voted to evict Nipple, and I felt like other people would have too. But surprisingly, Wipeout was a vote, right?
Yeah, it was pretty high. 62%, wasn't it?
60,
I think it was 58. Was it 58?
62, I thought.
it was 62%. Emma was evicted.
Oh, that's a lot.
Amy, you did not vote in that one.
I did not. That day, my grandmother she did have to go to the hospital that day, and I didn't think about it because obviously I wasn't thinking about the game at the point because I was more worried about her than a freaking game and I understand people got mad at me for it, but I was like, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to care more about a game than I do about my family, so that was the reason.
Why didn't you ever say that. I never heard that happened to you.
I made a vlog about it, and I tried letting people know, but I know a lot of people don't
Okay.
like 12-minute vlogs. That's
That's an emergency. That's a family emergency. That's an excuse, in my opinion, that should be excused from being, thrown as just forgetting or not trying or whatever.
I didn't care about going up, to be honest, because I didn't tell them. I was just like, because I didn't think it was like like anybody's business. But I was like letting Zuber know that was the reason why.
Amy, had you voted, who would you have nominated?
I wouldn't have gone up that round, believe it or not, because Jeremy and Carter were my nominations, and them two would have been up instead of me versus them four.
Wait, but when you don't vote, you automatically go up, right?
Yes.
Right.
You can't nominate either. That's right.
I did not nominate, no. I know Tavian didn't either, but that was his third time forgetting to do so. So I was like, I was really hoping that's what the public would see, is that he had forgotten 3 different times to nominate or evict. So I was like, this is a one-time mistake. It wasn't going to happen again, and obviously it didn't. But then at Final Four, I was like, didn't vote. So we'll get to that though whenever we get to Final Four.
Where are we now? We are at the final 5. Carter Canton was nominated, along with Jeremy, who was nominated with 2 votes. Amy, you also had 2, but you were nominated to evict as well. And then Tavian, who had 0. That's when Tavian went home, right?
Correct.
Because he didn't vote. Do you feel you should go home because you didn't vote?
Do I?
Do you feel that you should go home just because you didn't vote?
So I felt if it was under normal circumstances, like the other 3 had voted and they went up because they had the most nominations against me, yes, I would say send me home. But considering it was my first time against somebody who had forgotten like 3 different times, I was not feeling that I deserved to go home that day. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. Do I?
Just move to join us to move forward to where we were about to get to is Carter Canton, for the viewers who do not know. Say hello, Carter.
Hey.
Carter, you received 3 nominations on the final 5.
What?
Do you know who of the 3 in final 5 nominated you? Hold on.
It's
Two people didn't vote. You can vote yourself. Because I meant Jeremy, Nipple, and
Nipple. Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
All right. Kenny, how do you feel about those 4? I mean, it was an easy decision for people to evict Tav.
Yeah, I felt he should have been the one to get evicted since that was his 3rd time missing.
If he voted, so would he have been evicted even if he got nominated?
Huh?
If he voted and he still got nominated, would he have gotten evicted?
He wouldn't have gone up.
He was getting nominated, like he was getting votes, but he
I don't
voted.
think he would. If he went up against Amy when she didn't vote, then yeah, he probably would have stayed.
Carter, how many times have you been up before you were evicted?
When I went up, that was my 3rd time up. Whenever I got evicted, that was my 3rd time up. I was up first. You can go. I don't really have anything to contribute.
Oh no, you can say. I mean, I just mean you kept making blogs, and I really didn't really read any of them, but you survived 3 nominations, right?
I survived when I was evicted.
Okay. All right, so Tabby was obviously one to be evicted with 49% of the vote, which Carter, you received the lowest amount with only 7%. Kenny, you read Carter's blogs, did you?
I didn't read a lot. I didn't read a lot. I don't think so. I read a few of them. That was really it.
Do you know? I mean, can you explain why he had a supporting fan base?
Maybe because he actually started giving the public information, which I think I kind of find it hypocritical of the public to feel that way since like the public's favorite was only given gifs, so I don't understand, but he started giving more information. That's
We
probably
talked about,
helping their support.
yeah, we talked about how the public's favorite people, they evicted right when they went up. Different with Carter, who apparently he had a lot of public support, but he's been up times but made it far to fourth place. Carter, or fourth? I get fourth when you were casted.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Did you think you were going to get fourth when you got the final key?
Oh, I mean, not really. I honestly thought I was going to the finals from the beginning of the game. Like, I had a great strategy, and like my game had so many different shifts in it. At the beginning, I was kind of playing the in-house game, and I had a really good position in that. And then, my public support was like non-existent, so I transitioned to playing more of a public game, and my support went up, but my in-house game went down. And so either it was kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't. But the way I was playing in the beginning, I thought I was getting to the final, and then I thought I could win. So I thought I was making the finals, but whatever.
If Carter had made finals, Kenny, would he have won?
I'm sorry, say that again. I'm like, no.
If Carter made finals, would he have won?
It depends on who you would have been there against. I don't think anyone at a certain point. It was pretty obvious. No one was going to beat Nipple. He would have beaten Amy, in my opinion, and I think with Jeremy, I'm not really sure, but I didn't see him beating Nipple.
He was nominated beside Jeremy, so it was either him or Jeremy going home.
I know, but then I know you guys think. Oh, okay, against Amy and Nipple, then, yeah, he would have gotten second, as everyone predicted. The survivor of fourth will get second.
I think the issue with the way that the end game went was that our winner here had a really easy ride people, and it was kind of easy for him to take the win. But me, I played a game where I was alone the entire time. I wasn't in a good position. So in the second half of my game, and so I actually had to fight to get to the final four. And I feel like that was where my game was more unique than others because I was actually actively playing, not just kind of coasting along. So, I mean, Mr. Robbed here, fourth place twice, but
how do you feel about getting fourth place twice?
Salty as hell. I'm not even gonna lie. Fourth place twice. I mean, this one wasn't as bad as the first time because the first time I was evicted with 51%. A couple votes could have saved me and brought me to finals, but I mean, it is what it is.
Your first season was ZBB 2 or 3?
2.
2. And you were with a partner.
With who?
You were a partner, right, in ZBB 2?
I was with Violet, Millionaires, Jacob, Hunter, whatever they call themselves now.
Is his name Hunter?
Well, at that time it was. I don't know what it is now.
Okay. And you got fourth place there, and then you got fourth place once again. Did you going up against Germany happening?
honestly, I thought it was kind of a toss-up. I think Jeremy and I played similar games in the sense that, like, we were kind of. I mean, Jeremy says he had to fight to get to the end, but he really didn't. I mean, he had an easy ride in the end. People were like running to him, telling him that I was trying to like make a move in the house. Like he had an easy ride, just like Nipple did. But I think I thought it could have gone either way. Like I didn't expect anything out of it because of how previous times I was nominated went. Whenever I was up against Josh, I thought I was going home, and I stayed. And then the other time, I knew that I was going to stay because I was up against two inactives and Jeremy. But this time, it was the first time where like I didn't know what was going to happen, but it's all good with me. I don't really.
And it got to Final Four. You survived the nomination and made yourself, when Carter and Jeremy got nominated with 3 votes, and you got yourself to the final 3. In those 2 nominations, who would you have preferred to go to the final 3 with you? Carter or Jeremy?
To be honest, I think I was more happy that Jeremy survived for the pure fact that me and Carter hadn't even talked since finals 7, finals 6, one of the two. And I was like, it was like a toss-up of who I wanted to stay, basically. Because I knew either way, I'd still get third.
Yeah, like, was he going to get higher than third? So
I think, honestly, I don't know. I just don't know. Like, I don't like a crappy answer, but sorry.
Link to Nipple, please. My Skype is freezing. But yeah. Moving forward, Amy, you didn't post a plea blog. Is that
Name,
correct?
what did you say?
I
Can send a link to Nipple.
I'm using my phone. I don't know if I can even leave this app to do that.
One of them can. Or if Nipple's reading, he can use the link. But Amy had made a plea blog. What would it be?
It was honestly going to be everything that I had done in the game, showing every nomination and eviction for every day, so that way people could get an idea that I wasn't trying to, I wasn't sheeping people, and I actually did have gameplay, and it wasn't just based on emotions like most people claim. And that's what it would have been. Like I had screenshots of everything, and I was like, yeah, like going to explain how I even had a social game. Because honestly, people don't want to give me credit for it, but I had to have had a social game considering I didn't get any evictions from the house. I did not receive one single eviction vote from the house. I did get, I think it was 5 nominations from the house the entire season. Nobody else could do that. And if I would have nominated at final 6, I wouldn't have been nominated for 5th. I wouldn't have been up the 2 times that I was before that, because if the killer will wasn't in play. So if that wasn't a twist and I would have nominated, I would have gone to the end without being nominated at all in the game.
We do have time, so even if you said all those things, you can actually explain your game now as we wait for our winner to join us.
I want to be on here when he's here, but I don't know really what I need to explain. Like I can get the screenshots and like read them off. That's what
Name, did you send it?
I'm sending it now.
Let's see. Oh god. Let me go on Ember. Fuck this shit. sorry people that are listening to this that are like below the age of my age. Let's see. Oh,
Caleb.
I got rid of all of them. Okay. We'll just have to do this like the old-fashioned way, you guys. Okay.
Still here. We are joining. Our winner of ZBB13 is Nipple, and he's here now.
Hi. Hey, everyone.
Nipple's my best friend in the house, to be honest.
Yeah, I went on call with Amy most.
I remember all of our bitchy iconic moments in the call too.
I know.
Okay, so my gameplay throughout this whole thing was based purely on social. I should say that. It was based purely on social, and some strategic was added in there. My public game, I was with shit. Okay, I had like 0 public support. But I honestly do think I should be able to get credit for that.
But you, how would you, or make a blog credit for it if you didn't?
Like I did try making vlogs and everything to let people know what I was doing, how my social game was working and everything. But anybody that I asked that had tried judging my gameplay, they literally told me they did not look at it and everything. And I'm like, then how can you judge my gameplay? I'm like, you're not giving me the chance to explain it. So,
The public is wrong like 90% of the time.
Caleb,
So
you want to say something?
you should try not to take so much offense to it because they just, a lot of the time, they're just going based off of pregame notions.
yeah, like I wasn't taking it like personally. I'm like, but you're sitting here trying to downplay my game, but you're not even looking into the stuff that I have posted, and you're calling me inactive. But like, here's all the evidence and everything. So I just clearly didn't get the public. I didn't get them at all.
Well, Caleb, you were a public ever since you were evicted. You can explain what you think the public felt.
I mean, with my game, I thought I played a really good game inside the house. I tried to stay. To be honest, I tried to stay out of the public a little bit because I got accused in my past 2 seasons of playing the public and not playing the game inside the house, and I was just using the public support. So I tried something a little bit different, and it blew up in my face. But as far as that's concerned, I mean, I understand exactly where Amy's coming from because I had several people sit there and say, I didn't even read your blog. I just evicted you because I didn't think you were really doing anything. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. To me, gameplay needs to be for future seasons. I hope that gameplay is really looked at and that it's not overlooked for other players, and that people that are not well known on Zwooper get the opportunity to shine a little bit with their gameplay and not just whether they're flashy or whatever. That's just my opinion on that, and I felt frustrated for Amy for that because everybody's just saying, "Oh, he's sheeping." He wasn't sheeping. Honestly, he flip flopped, and I played a great game of flip flopping. And
If I'm Nipple, you played the game before, right?
Yeah, I played in the 3rd season.
You played. Wait, no. No, yes, you did. Amy, you played in ZBB12, right? ZBB12 and 13. Nipple was in ZBB3.
Yeah.
Was in ZBB 2
2 and All Stars.
and 13. Which one is your favorite out of the games that you've played? Caleb, go first.
All Stars, just because that cast was crazy, and man, they were just knucking butts. I love that cast. Love all those guys.
Amy?
I think this season was my favorite, to be honest. Like ZBB12, same exact thing happened to me as it did in this one. A lot of people were like, I wasn't playing the game. That's actually true for ZBB12, but for this season, I got completely like, no.
And Nickel?
I'll definitely have to say this season because, like, in my 1st season, I had no public support, so all I could really do was play the game there.
What place did you get?
I got 4th.
So you go from 4th to 1st. That's actually a good accomplishment.
Yeah, that's why I was like happy to make the finals at least. But I didn't even think I was gonna win it.
Your gameplay, can you explain it for me? Because I have been doubting you this entire game just because I haven't really understood your gameplay, but everyone else have.
Well, what I really done was I just spoke to people and gained their trust. But there was obviously people going against me like every round once they realised that my blogs were going up there. So I tried to get the target off me, and people seemed to go with Brit and Arvan, and just really tried to make out people with bigger targets, and it seemed to work until I was put up against Emma.
You just spoke to whoever you could at Richard Day, and it just worked out.
Yeah, because like I was off work that week, so I could just literally be online talking to people. So like as soon as a vote was changing, like I'd go and call with Amy, and we'd like decide a vote and stuff,
You and Amy
and then we'd
were
just spread it around.
you and Amy a duo,
Pardon?
or just someone to vote with?
Huh?
Were you and Amy a duo?
No. The duo was definitely me and Green. Like he was the closest person to me in this game. And I think it would have been Wolf if he wasn't evicted so early.
He got 8. That's not early. That's halfway through.
Yeah, but like I feel like I kind of laid a bit low in the first few weeks of the game. So because I didn't want the target to stay on me all game.
You also laid low. You actually kind of laid a little bit low. What was with that, you mean? Why did you lay that low?
The reason I laid so low was because, like Nipple said, I didn't want to target on me early on in the game. I realized that I could have stepped it up more than what I was trying to step it up. At Final 10, that's where I really was like stepping it up because obviously the public didn't really like me. But I just tried laying low because it's like, if you're like, take Britt for example. The girl did nothing wrong in the house. She didn't start drama. She didn't do anything wrong. But just because she was so vocal and everything, she was easily targeted. And I'm like, I'm not going to be that easily targeted. So I'm just going to try to lay low and work behind the scenes, basically. Like, that's what I was trying to do. And I don't think a lot of people saw that I was trying to do that. So it was kind of easy for
Seeing
them. Do it.
that the 3 finalists both laid a little bit low for my standards in the first half of the game, Wolfwood or Caleb. Oh, would you have made it further? You kind of did lay low, but your name got brought up.
Well, I did lay low at first, but I just can't help myself. I got to get in there and do something. Nah, things were driving me nuts, so I had to get in there and do stuff. If I had lay low, it's possible. I mean, I had a good position with a lot of people, and I felt like my relationships were real strong. Me and Nipple were beginning, but we never got to really see how far it would go, and I really felt like it would have done real well. And then we made a contact with Green, and I think the 3 of us would have gone far. But hey, I don't know. We'll never know, I guess.
If Wolfwood had stayed longer in the game, what would you have worked with them?
Who was that question to?
Nipple.
Wait, what did you ask me?
If Wolfwood stayed longer in the game, would you have worked with them?
Yeah, definitely. I wanted Wolfwood in the final with me.
I'm here.
Kenny, opinions on that? Wolfwood and Nippleberry in the finals. Who would you vote for?
I would have still voted for Nipple, but I would have liked Wolfwood in the finals.
I would go with BB Swag. I would like those two to be in the finals. Let's speak of one person who can't join, but he is a finalist. Let's get to him. Jeremy, like, what are your opinions on Jeremy?
Why can't he join?
I don't think I want to say my opinions on Jeremy.
Wait, why can't he join him?
He doesn't want to.
Why doesn't he want to?
I don't know. I asked, and he said no. He does not feel it's a smart idea. I think
He just doesn't want to be dragged. That's why. He hasn't been dragging his ass all season in PMs, so he doesn't want to be dragged now. I don't think Nimble or I have like any good words for Jeremy, to be honest.
you don't have to say good words. Just I feel you played the game with Jeremy. Explain it. What was Jeremy like?
He called me emotional. You should have seen him in the freaking house. He was the most emotional person I had ever seen. He's worse than me. I will admit, I was emotional, but this bitch had me topped by like 100% me, okay? Because anytime you try talking to him and say you said something wrong about him, like he would literally blow up on you in the house. Or like it could be the dumbest thing too. And it was like ridiculous. It was petty drama, and that's like all he was good for. Entertainment values. Like I said in my nominations for him. Entertainment values is why he was in the house.
It's not bad to have entertainment values. You can always work that.
Well, no, but like whenever you want to have that much petty drama, it's just it gets out of hand. It's messy. I mean, I can't really speak because.
Did you experience that, Caleb? It's the messy drama side of Jeremy. Nickel, same question to you, Caleb, to answer.
I feel like.
Go ahead, Nipple.
Hello.
Cool. Okay, Caleb, you can answer. Nobody wants to answer about Jeremy. Okay. Kenny, your opinions on Jeremy?
He was my fourth pick to win at the beginning of the season, but like latter half of the game, I really didn't want him to win because I felt like he brought all of his arguments to the super chat, and like it just got to a point where he was just really annoying, even from a public's perspective, and I really didn't want him to win after a certain point. And then you had people like Miles making it even worse without knowing Miles ended up being. So I was pretty happy that Jeremy didn't win, if I'm being honest.
I voted for Jeremy, but I was fine with anybody winning. I voted for Jeremy just because I hear everyone describe Jeremy's game. It just reminds me of me because I do feel like Nippleberry is another Peach in which maybe wasn't the winner that everybody wanted, but the winner that everybody expected. The crazy loudmouth of the season who made drama or did crazy things for no reason or whatever. So, and then Amy, you obviously were not winning, so it wasn't like that equation. So, I wanted myself to be Peach, so I voted for Jeremy. So, hoping to win because I'm a that person. But do you feel like Jeremy could have won the game, Kenny?
What do you mean? Could he have won the game?
Was there a chance Jeremy could have won if he said something
against Nipple? maybe because I wasn't the only person that felt it got to a point where he was just extremely annoying. So maybe if he would have just cut down on that, I guess he would have had more of a shot. But like I said, at a final six, final five, it just seemed like no one was going to be able to beat Nipple.
And final closings, because I think they actually went very fast. Your experience, your take on the season.
My take? I thought it was an outstanding season. I really enjoyed the season. I enjoyed getting to know everybody, especially Nipple. Honestly, he's a great guy. I love the twist. Thought it added a crazy element to the game, and yeah, I'm looking forward to future seasons.
Amy?
Believe it or not, this season was actually really fun. I do wish people would have given me more of a chance, or at least told me what they wanted me to add, like stuff into my blogs and whatnot, or at least even looked at them. But no, it was really fun because I did get to meet a lot of big personalities. Emma, honestly, I may not have liked her in the game, but as a person, I freaking adore her. She is lovely. I mean, I say it about everybody, so I mean, but it's true. I do try to like everybody, so.
And last but not least, Kenny, your take on this interesting season of ZBB.
Well, I didn't like most of the cast when it started. But I did like the season. I'm glad some of the younger players went out early, and I'm glad how it turned out. I think we have a really good winner.
All right. And then we hear from Fabian, obviously. It's always going to be a mixed feelings about the cast because it was a cast of people I'm fairly sure played together before. I feel it was a strategical cast, even though the season really didn't come out so much on strategy reasons, and a lot of people didn't vote for things, and it seemed like people sheeped for a majority of it. The real twist of the season, I feel that people went up when they didn't plan on
You
going
didn't
up.
like the twist.
Now, I mean, but yeah, I just felt like it was an okay season. I'm not mad that Nippleberry won. I feel like people seen a game, Nipple's game, and the season because out of all the people in the cast, Nippleberry kind of matches to all the winners. Like if someone like won or Sparky won, they're like, oh wow, that's an underdog winner because Christina.
I don't think many people would be happy with those winners.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, people in this cast had a name to win. Like comparing yourself to like Christina or Mark or
Jeremy came in with
Chaz.
support though, so I don't understand. Jeremy came in with support.
Be a winner. Jeremy H. Food. H likes food as the winner. One of the winners, CBB. I mean, like Caleb, he had a name that would be other winners. I didn't really know who Carter was. I can't say Carter did, but like who did have that name? There's people who had to earn that name, and I feel like some people did earn their name, and I'm actually season better than last season.
Yeah. We had like 2 people quit due to a family emergency. So yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to end it here. Thank you, Caleb, for coming, and Amy for sticking around and those who did watch these 7 long episodes of On the Block, it's actually been I got to finish it. The freaking ZB12 being canceled. I'm not even sure if I'm going to continue this, but I liked it. It was fun. Did you enjoy yourself?
Are you talking to me? Yeah. Do I like doing this podcast thing? Yeah, I do like doing it. Yeah.
Would you continue this for ZBB14?
Sure. I would have no problem with that.
We'll see what happens there. For now, though, that's the end of it. I'm going to go spam and doodles and PMs to make sure I put my twist in for ZB14. See you and good night.